my first weekend here, one of the guys I worked with, he's half Maasai, and so we went to visit his brother out in Maasai land. He was a nurse working out in this little clinic near Narok. And we're driving along, and all of a sudden we went careering off into the grass, and I'm kind of thinking, what's going on? And eventually the guy jams his brakes on and we get out, and the steering column had broken. And so we all piled out, got back to the road, and we gone off to the left, and to the right was this cliff, like this big cliff. And again, I just remember kind of thinking, wow, that could have gone very differently. My name's Peter Wilson. I'm from Scotland, married with one wife and 3 children, 3 boys. I've been out in Africa off and on since '95. So now we are at Rift Valley Academy, and I'm the elementary principal, or the primary school principal for the Europeans. Katie teaches 4th grade, which is like primary 5. My testimony: I grew up in a Christian home. My parents were active in the church, active in youth ministry. Went to a lot of kids camps growing up, became a Christian at a Cub Scout camp actually. Yeah, I went to a very active youth group in our church and was challenged to do all sorts of different things. Missions was a big part of our church. Ended up coming out to Kajabi Hospital for a year as a kind of short-termer, and then just fell in love with Africa and felt like the Lord was calling me here longer term. So the nice thing is there isn't really an ordinary day. I guess for Katie there is. She's in the class all day, every day, teaching 4th grade. My day is a fair amount of administration, although not too much, which I think if it was too much it would bore me to tears. I do all sorts of other things. I coach football, so guys 1st term, girls 2nd term, and then Titchies, or the elementary school 3rd term. I mean, I think that first year when I came out, and so I was studying business studies, and it was like an internship for a year. Worked in the business office of Kajabi Hospital, and my plan was to teach. So my plan was to study business studies and then teach economics or accounts or something, but found that pretty boring. So realised I wanted to be an elementary teacher. I volunteered around at Kajabi Boys, again coaching football and teaching a little bit Bible, and they had a Christian union there. And then one of the guys on my football team, as I got to know him, he was an orphan, and he knew about the gospel but had never really had somebody sit down and explain it to him clearly, and I got the opportunity to do that, and he became a Christian, and I just thought this would be something I'd love to do for the rest of my life, is just share my faith, work with young people, ideally play or coach football or something. I think if you have an opportunity to do something short term, going back to my youth group, the youth group encouraged us to do all sorts of different things, mission trips, working with the homeless, working with old people, working with young people, kind of working out what your gift is. And I think coming here, I would just sense that this was something that the Lord had gifted me to do, with working with people, working with young people, and having been obedient to that, we've never really looked back, and just it's been a blessing. There's been difficult times, but even in those difficult times, we've just sensed the Lord with us, and that He's gone before us and behind us.